a sequential, numerical, duodecimal. And if I'm everything you need, then go ahead and rock your body now. That goes for everybody.
You're up on Twitch.
Excellent. Okay, and let's see. Okay, I got the fun thing set up, and I got my chat rooms set up.
All right, I see ya. I hear you, and I hear me, so y'all good.
And I felt that too. I hate this coughing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm Gruff. I'm not so gruff. And we're the Game Grumps. Oh, I missed that one.
We should both know the same amount of things.
We do. Nobody fucking told me how to do this. I came up with it today.
Well, how the fuck do I do it? How do I land? You obviously know how to land, so tell me.
Why would I tell you? It gives you an advantage against
It doesn't
me.
give me an advantage. It makes us equal.
That's not how you have a false view of how this works. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What the fuck do you mean, what do I mean? Excuse? Are you being serious?
Yes!
You're literally asking me, what do you mean I'll have an advantage if I know everything you know? What?
Well, no, but it's that way!
If we played fucking baseball together, and I was like, what's the third base mean? You were like, I'm not telling you, it wouldn't be fair.
It's not the same.
You know more than me.
It's not the
It's
same.
not the fucking same. Are you being serious right now?
Ba-boom!
Whoa!
Whoa! Rocket to the moon!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 385. I am Circuit Main, slightly more recovered than last week, and also managed to avoid poisoning myself with a really bad chicken burger. But I am not here by myself, no. I'm here with a wonderful panel of insane bronies here to bring you the silliness of the brony community for this week. Of course, I am joined by Deathlight Productions.
Oh, you're sick too. Cool.
Unfortunately, I think I caught what everybody else is catching at the rate it seems to be going, though. I'm pretty sure I spread it to Blinked.
I think it's just the flu, nothing more. So
Actually, I'm getting more of a cold vibe out of this.
flu, cold, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're also joined by Tech Stallion.
Fuck the flu.
We're also joined by Toakoi, who I just muted. Okay, I'm gonna mute him.
And I got over my sickness about 2 weeks ago. Still not fun.
And we are also joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Fuck daylight saving.
Makes people lose an hour. Do that.
Okay,
I was happy waking up and seeing the sun when I left for work. Now I'm back in the darkness when I go to work.
Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons my morning routine got screwed up, because I was like, all right, normally I look at my window and I can kind of see the sun is trying to shine through it, and that means it's time to stand up and get the car.
Time to go and start the engine, let her warm up, and then leave for work.
nah, my Sunday was a little bit more haphazard. I just woke up, it was like 7, it's like, oh, it's 7. I'm tired, I'm still sleepy, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I lay down and I wake up and it's like noon! So I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Everyone at my place is sick all week, and I tried to avoid them like the plague. Felt pretty good Sunday night, woke up this morning, like, oh crap.
Oh yeah, the sickness that I had, I was fine the Tuesday of, but as the day went on, I felt ill. I still unloaded my truck, I rode my bike home and I said, I'm going to be sick for the next 2 days. Bye, people. And then it got worse.
And yet we couldn't. None of us were able to enjoy that moment of brevity away from Toa.
Circuit, the robot's got coronavirus. We gotta quarantine. Gotta get him out of here.
Okay, Toa, you're no longer allowed here. We're gonna have to put you over into the sicky corner. Or at least I would like to do that, but apparently I forgot to. Oh, there it goes. We put him in the sicky corner.
Delayed.
Yeah. Not supposed to come out of the sicky. You know this. Did you listen to Trump? Are you the reason? Are you going to work anyway? No, seriously, that was okay. So, but yeah, no. In all honesty, though, if any of you, if anybody out there is actually sick, I know it's hard to take time off of work, and in some cases it might be near impossible. But try to get the time off of work. Keep away from the general public. I doubt it's corona, but I mean we got colds and flus and everything going on right now. But apparently it's ridiculously easy to spread. Just as blinked.
Also,
Yeah, I cannot take any time off work. We're already missing 2 people in the support area, so I have to work 3 other
Also-
people's shifts.
why are we still calling it by the virus like?
I don't know. It's a plague at this point. Come on.
No. It actually has. It has a legitimate disease name.
Oh yeah, then
Legitimate disease name. Then.
It's called CODV1, something like that. B19 or something like that. Like literally remember the coronavirus is literally the type of virus it is.
Yeah, I think it's just because Corona rolls off of the tongue a lot easier than COVID-19.
Because you want to know what else was a coronavirus? SARS.
Yep.
True. Anyway,
how about it just being a cheap beer? That's
Is Corona cheap?
Actually, Corona.
I like it. It's sun damaged beer.
Corona is relatively inexpensive. It's not like the cheapest of the cheap, but it is. It's like a step above Miller Lite in cost.
And that's not saying a lot.
That's not saying a lot. However, I have to admit it's one of the few beers I've drinking so far, and I don't know if it's directly responsible, but it gave me really weird lucid dreams. So anyway, let's go ahead to Corvid. Yeah, COVID-19, Corvid-19.
Yeah, COVID-19, but that.
Like I said, it doesn't roll off the tongue like Corona. Yeah.
And like I said, I just don't like Corona because it's sun damaged beer, and I prefer my darker ones.
Actually, while we're bringing up Corona here real fast, anybody else go to their nearby stores and they, for some reason, like, I understand soap, but their toilet paper is like completely gone.
Around here, it's actually been really chill. Just a lot more stuff's gone than normal, but other than that, they still keep the shelves stocked.
Yeah.
Everyone around here is
Toilet paper and immune system boost.
Well, I mean, I get the immune system boosters. I get the soap. I get the antibacterial anythings. Why toilet paper?
Y2K happened again. Only it's
even Y2K toilet paper is not it's like one of those things that you need, but you don't need to buy 1,000 things of it. Okay, I don't know. Oh, let's see. Soundflare over on Twitch. According to media, Greenland and Madagascar haven't been hit with coronavirus. That's Plague Inc. Yeah, Plague Inc. They did not succeed. They have not penetrated Greenland. Coronavirus will not get everybody.
That's the reason China banned that game because.
No, China bans a lot of things, but that is kind of hilarious that they did ban Plague Inc. Anyway, enough left aside. As some of you can tell, I am still coming down off of the cold. It is quelled down to the point I just got a lingering cough, which is good. In fact, this is pretty much exactly what happened to me after Ponyville Cider Fest, which is also good that I'm getting it before BabsCon this time around. But
you'll just have another virus come after you after this, right?
Yeah, but at least I get a few months of brevity, so I'm gonna take it. So, in any case, we are still having a show today. Duh! But I thought I should already address what we're going to be doing for the show. Now, in the past, we have showcased these people because I love their work and I really want to advertise it. However, YouTube doesn't like their work because they use clips of shows that are, are under copyright protection. However, this does still kind of fall under a kind of parody as well as,
Technically parody and commentary.
It does. It does kind of fall into there. However, unfortunately, YouTube is not really good when it comes to that stuff.
Here's the other thing too. Go ahead and say what it is, and then I'll go into it more. So because the example I have actually is exactly what they referenced.
Yes, but in any case, we are going to be going once again to Mystery Brony Theater. To their latest video, which actually came out back in November, but I was holding on to it for a rainy day, and I'd say now is about that time to do it. And in this case, it's actually going to be a YouTube video link. So we do have a way that we're going to sync it up. However, in this case, we are not going to be showing it on the stream itself directly. You are going to have the audio on stream. We are going to be commenting about it on stream. Granted, hopefully we're commenting and they're commenting in enough that we should still avoid the normal YouTube issues, because visually we won't see squat. It'll all just be
the audio.
It's just audio stuffs, and we may take quick pauses here and there. You know, what can you do? But that's essentially what we're going to be doing for today, so be prepared for that. I do have a method, and for those of you who are watching on recording, we will also basically give you the link, as well as a go if you want to hear us talking about this, or other than just watch it directly, which you really should. It's awesome watching directly. These guys are great. In any case, Suki, you were going to mention.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. Mystery Science Theater 3000 actually lost on that. Basically, they were shut down. They were told pretty much by the FCC, yeah, if you don't have the rights to what you're commenting on, no, you can't put it on TV.
Fair enough. Okay.
So that's
I
pretty.
thought they were
That's
getting the rights already.
No. That's the thing. That's why for a really long time, all the movies were stuff from like the 50s and stuff like that. Stuff that was it was extremely cheap to get it and stuff like that. So
Domain Network.
In fact, if actually that does coincide with what they do with riff tracks nowadays, where they actually just have an audio commentary that you play along with the video in your own library.
Yeah, so that's why riff tracks is that way, because you're basically just told, okay, start at this point, and now you've got it yourself. So that's actually a very good way to avoid said copyright issues.
But in any case, as we mentioned, we are going to be talking about this. We're going to be kind of showing it, kind of not. The link will be made available to everybody, and we are going to have a way of counting down, so everybody in our live chat can also follow along with us if they choose to. But that is what we're going to be doing today. However, we should do what we normally do and warm up our vocal cords, as well as talk about our daily lives. And what better way to do that than a little bit of What's Up, Brony? So, I have to ask all of you, what's up, Bronies?
Life, universe, and everything.
Yeah,
So, yeah, like I said, we've been really busy at work because we had 2 people over in support groups decide to take their holidays this week.
Ugh.
And like I said, over the weekend, everyone in the house is sicker than anything. So on Saturday, I spent 4 hours of the day just outside digging out one of my vehicles, just because I could. Just to try to stay away from them.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have much to show from my side. I was just basically harboring the illness all week. I'm getting down with the sickness, as it were. Though
There it is.
I marathoned a new YouTube video game reviewer that I've actually been enjoying his work, though I never really checked out his stuff until more recently. Some people might know him, Catakaris.
Catakaris? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty awesome. I've watched him for years.
Yeah. I can't stand his earlier stuff, but his more recent stuff is, I don't know, his earlier stuff, it looks like I'm watching somebody that's 20 years old, and it just feels weird to me.
20 years old.
I know he was, but moving along. But yeah, no, I have done absolutely nothing. In fact, for the artists for our little weekly challenge, I literally drew up a derpy within about 15 minutes on Psy because I said I would, and I was freaking determined to do it. But yeah, it still took a lot out of me, and my energy has just been in the dumps for a week. It's been terrible. But we're getting there. I'm getting there. I'm recovering. I'm feeling strong. I'm still here. But yeah, not much on my side at the moment. Everything I've been wanting to do has been completely shoved under the blanket for the moment.
That game's banned on Twitch.
Wait, which game?
It's called What's Under Your Blanket. I wonder why it's banned.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm actually wondering if that game actually exists.
It does. It's literally on the banned game list.
Oh my god. Let's not find out. Oh boy!
I finally watched Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. It was actually quite good.
Alright, well, in any case, does anybody else have any other quick What's Up Brony, or should we go ahead and move on to the news du jour?
I'll say it's time to move on because right now the only thing I can think of is the next part of the Hello Kitty Gundam crossover out.
Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on then. What the hold on one second. I'm hearing the weird wailing sounds, and I have to check over here real fast.
You have whalers on the moon?
Do they carry a harpoon?
No, but they scream really loudly in their microphones. Anyway, apparently for having a cold blank is still loud as ever, so go figure. Anyway, that should help a bit. So, let's go ahead and actually get onto the news. And the first bit of news is actually kind of funny because I had a chance to try this. And now maybe not so much. So, there is a brewing company called Illuminated Brew Works over in Chicago, in the Chicago area, that actually had a fun little brew called the Brony Brew. An India, a double dry hopped India Pale Ale. Now, unfortunately, it looks like this year, last month, in fact, they received a wonderful little letter from the lawyers at Hasbro requesting a cease and desist of the brew.
Damn it, Hasbro.
I think the main reason is the fact that there was a Twilight sparkle on the can.
In all honesty, that it's more than likely either that or the fact that the logo looks really similar to My Little Pony, maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, this is one of those where there's kind of a. I'm going to be perfectly honest. This is kind of a gray area.
Yeah, it's very gray.
It's super gray. So they are going to comply. So if anybody is in the Chicago area or even somewhere somewhat nearby, you might want to check your local stores because I am still even seeing on my Twitch feed now. People are still finding it out there, and it is out there. They are still allowed to sell the rest of their stock. They just can't make anymore. So it is out there if you're willing. And as I said, I got to try this, so I'm not too disappointed. I was able to try it, and it was good. Now, it's not the end of it, though, because if you do read here, and of course this is hilarious, because Brony is bold on every single paragraph. So, let's see.
Technically, it is a proper name of the beer.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they basically are kind of lay it on a little sarcastically, just like, 2020 was wonderful. We actually, this wonderful brew was so great that we received a lovely letter from the lawyers at Hasbro, touched by their homage in such a way that they requested that the Brony label stop making that. And of course, they are not retiring Brony the beer. In fact, they state that right there. But they're going to redesign the label so it's not to court the ire of Hasbro. So there's a chance that you will probably still see the Brony beer around. It will probably just not look so obvious.
He probably
It's gonna be red and black and have horns and wings on the cans.
That would just be awesome.
No, just have Brony with jagged spikes at the end of it. Just like,
the Monster Energy logo, but Brony.
yeah, Brony.
Give you good ideas on how to make this non-Hasbro line.
But yeah, they're definitely going to keep this going. Where's my water? They're going to keep this going, and yeah, if you can find some of it, go for it, please. I recommend it. It's actually really, really good. I might actually check my local liquor store, even though it's going to be next to impossible for it to be there because our liquor stores are state-run and terrible.
Yeah, and for me, it's too far north. I don't think they'd ship it this far north.
Yeah, and also, for me, it's that I'm not an IPA person.
It's,
And then
There's that too.
that don't drink.
Nobody cares
and
about
then
you.
we know it's too far south.
Okay, so there's a little bit of sad news. Let's go on to weird news. And okay,
Weird news.
there's
A
more.
little bit
Weird.
calm, babe.
All right, well, let's go on to comics. The comic cover for My Little Pony 88 has been revealed. That's it. I really don't have much to say on this. I don't have any synopsis. I can't even remember what this comic was about, but the comic cover is basically completely loaded in pony.
Yeah, a lot of character.
Isn't like 88 or that's around the time of season 10?
Let's see here.
Let me check.
Oh no, they didn't have. Oh no. Okay. Wait, what?
I thought all the ones that were season 10 were literally had season 10 on the label or something.
They do. It's just before season 10. I think it's like one of the stories that they have before season 10 because the 87 recently came out. In fact, let's go ahead and bring that one up here real fast. Once I can find it. We actually got a bit of news. Amazing what 2 weeks will do. Granted, some of it, well, I can't say it's bad news, it's just news. Yeah, 87 has to do, is the one that just barely came out, so 88 is the next one. Honestly, I'm not disappointed. It's an awesome cover, and I believe this is actually the issue before they go on to their season 10 line of comics. But yeah, 87 did get released. I haven't picked up my copy yet. However, this deals with the their equivalent of Pony Daytona, with Big Mac apparently involved with this, as well as let's see. There's also a sinister plunderer of ancient antiques known as Sax Roamer. I'm just letting that settle for a moment there.
Okay, good. You said sax.
I said Sax Roamer.
Are we going sex and hail on this?
That's not what it sounded like, and everybody else knows that. I don't know about you, honestly.
No,
I
like
know what it sounds like. I'm just trying to do a funny. It did not work.
No, it did not.
no, I just was mainly pretty much just because I was barely paying attention, so I was like, wait a minute, he didn't really just say that, did he?
Yeah, Sax.
So
Yes, he did.
No, we're talking about somebody with big, hefty sacks that they slung over.
You're not helping.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, yeah, no, wait, I know who that is. His wife has some huge tracts of land.
Actually, that would be that. I imagine there's probably a pony OC out there that is called Huge Tracts of Land.
Well,
Actually,
we
now I
have
want to see it.
and we all know why it's named that.
Well, yeah, they own a lot of land. They're probably part of the Appaloosan family.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. The
All right.
Apple family.
Well,
They
I
know
didn't-
all.
Well, enough of that silliness. Let's go on to other silliness. Yes, the MLP Transformers crossover comic is due to come out soon. In fact, it's coming out so soon that you have until, I believe, the end of this week to get to start getting your pre-orders in for the comics. Of course, the big reason that we are mentioning this is because of the special event that they have going on for this. A 1 out of 100 incentive cover for the entire event. Now, of course, these are the covers that we saw with the Ponies collab mixing together with the with them, essentially. In fact, let's see.
With the other.
Or is this the incentive cover? Actually, yeah, I think this is the incentive cover. Which is kind of a shame. It's actually really awesome, but I guess I can't blame him.
Yeah. The one transformer I would love to see, even as a joke, would be Mock Kick, simply because it transforms into a horse.
Fair enough. But the reason that this incentive cover is going to be really, really interesting, in order for stores to order this, they have to get 25 copies of issue 1, 25 copies of 2, 25 copies of 3, and 25 copies of 4. And that is the only way that the retailer can order one incentive cover.
So let me get this straight. There has to be 100, and there has to be a 1 in 100 chance to get the incentive cover.
No, you order 100 and you get one incentive cover.
So basically, what's going to happen is that one incentive cover is going to immediately the retailers are going to have to mark it up by like 5 times.
Yep.
Five
Sounds
times,
about right.
and they're going to order so many of these comics that they may not even find an incentive to do it unless they have a huge audience, or they're that. Oh, it looks like DM12 knows for certain his location is getting an incentive. Won't be. Never mind. Misread. Yeah, I'm not doubting. I don't think mine's going to get it either. I mean, the Pony comics sell really well, but I think they only sell like maybe 10 to 12 at a time, not 25 of each one. That'd be ridiculous. So it's going to be hard to find one of these if you manage to find one of these. However, I'd say get this series anyway because it's going to be fun regardless. And it looks like the orders are due by March 18th. So you have 9 days to do it. So reach out to your local comic store. Ask for them to hold you a copy at least if you want to get a hold of this. Just because it's actually good practice regardless.
Also, if they don't sell out of incentive covers, I would just say this will probably be the trade cover image.
No, I doubt that. But who knows?
There have been stupider things in comic books.
There has been, but I wouldn't put money on that. I just wouldn't. It wouldn't be a smart move. No, not really. There's no way I can back that up.
May I remind you?
No. You will not remind me of anything. You have nothing to say. We are moving on. Instead, we're going to talk about Pony Life. So, of course, we are bringing up Pony Life because I think we are missing the advantages of Pony Life here. Now, it looks like Pony Life marketing material has been sent out to toy reviewers, and it's showing one of the more who cares about what it actually says? That's not what we're here for. No, we are here for the rarity face.
Alright, who made that noise? Who gave us the good stuff?
No, Tokoi, you're misunderstanding. She didn't take anything. She didn't take anything orally.
Yeah, it's still doing them.
I had a feeling.
Oh, she has plenty of feelings too, I'm sure.
Oh, but Fluttershy. Look at that Fluttershy, like, I'll never tell.
She's really feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Oh.
Yeah, Fluttershy probably knows what's going on with Rarity. That's why you know what? In all honesty, though, the Pony Life has been the greatest treasure trove of weird, wacky, insane faces. I mean, granted, yeah, they're overly cartoonish and stupid in a way, but I mean, we get the spastic Pinkie Pie. We have Fluttershy. We have Wacky Waiting Inflatable Arm Fluttershy. We have Rarity Face. That's just all we have to say there. Rarity Face. I mean, and then just the Rainbow Dash is kind of insane enough as it is. I mean, I think we're missing the possibility of all of these crazy, insane faces that we get to just have so much stupid fun with.
We don't mind about we don't mind about the faces. It's the fear of the animation.
We know what everybody's actual fear is. I'm just trying to make levity where I can, man. Levity where we can.
Also, what is under Fluttershy right there?
You know what? I'm going to leave that up to the fanfic artists and imaginators.
Wait a minute. Wait, no. Go back down. That's what's happening to Rarity.
Are you saying that Fluttershy has the touch? She has the power?
Yes, she does.
We only see two. We only see two hooves. Where are the other two?
Gee, I just wonder where the other hoof is.
I'm gonna leave that up to the imagination of many, many artists that can draw it better than I could.
Leave that up to you, dear viewers.
Challenge for next week. What is Fluttershy doing to Rarity? All entries will probably not get shown. Oh god, what have we become? You know, I think this is a good enough segue to go into the next part of the show here. Okay, Cracked. So, Cracked Magazine... Cracked Magazine put up an interesting article somewhat recently called Things Obliterated by the Internet Death Star, with My Little Pony being one of them. Of course, yeah. So their argument is pretty much exactly what we figure, you know. It's wonderful that so many dudes can get behind My Little Pony and reject gender norms, but it's amazing. It's terrible how sexualized it's also become, which everybody and their grandmothers like. It's the internet, duh.
Yeah, but that's not just a male thing.
Yeah,
it's like I'd like them to understand, you know, how many of the not safe for work artists I follow are not dudes.
Yeah, but a lot of them that I know are actually females. That's the funny part.
You get some from all sides here, and in all honesty, unless you're actually trying to find it, or you're not putting up a safe search, yeah, you're going to see it. But if you got a safe search, more than likely you're going to be fine.
And honestly, people go gaga with that image of them right there for no damn reason other than they can.
Yeah, there's no damn reason there. Absolutely no reasons.
You've seen that all over the place. Like, why do they bring that up? That's over 6 years old now.
This has been the argument forever. Let's see. Circuit, you have opened the flood. I opened many floodgates. How's this any different? However, I figured let's have some fun and actually take a look at some of the stuff they put onto this. By the way, my thoughts about Cracked have not exactly gone up after this list, but we'll take a look at it.
We kind of figured that, boss.
So, 19. Ringo Starr stopped signing autographs in 2008 because people just kept eBaying them.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of sucky.
Well, that does kind of suck, but I don't think it was every single person that got an autograph. But I don't blame him for getting annoyed that people would get stuff signed just to sell it on eBay immediately, but that...
It's also because nobody was buying his MS Paint art.
That probably wasn't helping.
In fairness, he's a better drummer than he is an artist.
Okay. Alright, so 18. Aaron, the eShirts mascot. Apparently, the company axed her from its commercials because fans kept creating and posting Aaron porn.
Again.
Yeah,
no. You know what? No wonder you guys struggled and had to be bought by Allstate.
I wonder.
I mean, the dumb thing is, duh. She got her in a skin-tight suit that leaves nothing to the imagination. Yes, people are going to do that. In fact, you've encouraged it. I don't know what... Yeah. Alright, 17. The internet takes everything so seriously that creators can't even make jokes without it being repeated far and wide as facts. Alan Moore joked that Sean Connery's contract ensures that he'll have a bigger explosion that he had sorry, let me try that again. Sean Connery's contract ensures him that he'll have a bigger explosion than he had in his previous movie, and some sites apparently took it as gospel.
Well, it's Alan Moore, and you can't really tell at times with the man.
Well, I think it might depend on context, and yeah, some sites are going to run with that, but people take stupid stuff like that out of context all the time. And yeah, they're gonna take something like that as gospel because they think it's hilarious or they think it's true or they want it to be true.
Also, Alan Moore has said he believes himself to be a wizard, and I'm just like,
Let's leave it. Actually, that might also be a joke. In all honesty, remember, I mean, it says it literally here. That Alan Moore joked about this, and the fact that Alan Moore does make jokes and people take it as seriousness.
I would look at some of his other stuff where
I'm just gonna say maybe grain of salt on that one, man. Grain of salt. All right. 16. Organized trolling making Rotten Tomatoes less useful. So basically, trolls working together on a large scale to drive down movies want to see metrics and likely driving down ticket sales. Okay, I can kind of get behind this a little bit, except that a lot of people are actually do have a verified ticket purchase option now, to prove that some people's reviews of movies are their own actual thoughts and not just trying to troll the hell out of one.
But they're not wrong.
I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying that they've actually taken measures against something like this.
But still, so far, one out of the few...
Toa, can you just let me get the last word and let us move on for once during any of this? Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. 15. And this is kind of sad. Online ticket scalpers ruined LCD Sound System's farewell tour. Seconds after they went on sale, they got snapped up by bots, and then moments later showed up on StubHub at a 12,000% markup. Honestly, this kind of is a little bit about kind of a problem with online retail of things like tickets, where things are in limited quantity and not putting up proper protections to prevent bot purchases, or maybe even not even caring because they don't care as long as they sell out the tickets.
Half of those tickets could be fakes.
Well, half of them might be, but it sounds like StubHub. It sounds like a lot of those tickets did get like completely wiped out of purchasing. So I can't imagine that was good altogether. That does suck a lot for people that just wanted to see a final performance.
I hate scalpers so much.
I hate scalpers. I hate bots like this. This is really messed up stuff. And yeah, it's just the ticket sales need stronger protections if they don't already have them to prevent bots from doing this.
Which, what I find funny is, weren't sites like StubHub supposed to be just for people who decided that they couldn't go to events and were just selling their tickets?
I'm guessing they did.
That's probably the original.
That's probably the original plan, but I doubt they monitor it all that well. You know, it's probably one of those things they're not going to question it unless they probably get a huge amount of people complaining. I don't know. Let's see. Pre-ordering Persona 5. Actually, I managed to get the Persona 5 Royale collection, so I'm good there. But I don't... Yeah, I can imagine the scalpers have probably... some scalpers bought it and are doubling the price, but... I feel you there. I feel you, Deem 12. I'll feel even more sad for you after I have the game for myself. Sorry. Moving on. A billboard in Australia, which featured 2 Muslim girls wearing hijabs, was taken down after threats were made by online trolls.
That's assholic.
No, that's just a dick move. There's no defending that. That's just dick.
Yeah, nah, that's not good.
Yep, complete dick. Alright, moving on. So, and number 13. An Ontario-based seed farm had to close down its sunflower fields after images of their picturesque fields went viral.
What? Why?
Hold on. The 7,000-strong crowd caused a major traffic jam, trampled crops, left a ton of garbage behind. The farm has been... Oh, wow. So basically, somebody took a picture of the sunflower fields, how majestic it looked. Then 7,000 people apparently descended on it like a swarm of locusts, destroyed it, leaving destruction in its wake, and then they just had basically like, no, nobody else on here.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Unfortunately, when things like that happen, there's always the effect of like tourism, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's just terrible. Pretty much ask people in Brooklyn how much they like the Joker stairs.
Probably not.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they dumped water on him to ice him down during the winter.
Yeah, it's like I know being working in tourist attractions, it just sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
Working
granted,
landscaping in Yellowstone and Island Park. Ugh.
the problem is it's when it's like when it's a meme tourism, because you just get the rampant people that run in there and then they're gone the next couple weeks later, and well, there's nothing there except as what they've done. It sucks. It really sucks. I hate that crap. I really do.
Which is why some public beaches have to be closed too.
Yeah.
This is why I'm happy that I live in Kansas, where that's a common sight, and I'm not like,
No.
oh, I have to go and see that.
No, dude. All it takes is somebody to get that one picturesque view of like some sort of Kansas field that looks amazing, and then the locust will descend. The online locust. All right, moving on. Let's move. Moving on. Oh God. Okay. This is gonna be fun. In 2007, McDonald's revived Mac Tonight, a mascot from the early 90s, to their Southeastern Asian market. After appearing in a video meme, the character caught on among alt-right amateur producers who now use Mac Tonight in synthesized videos with racist themes that frequently promote hate-fueled violence.
So Pepe.
No, not Pepe. Pepe was a horrible attempt at a Democrat trying to be one of the people. No, this is actually somebody basically trying to make McDonald's Hitler.
May I remind you that Alex Jones used Pepe.
Alex Jones uses bullshit.
Exactly.
No,
Damn it! Now all I got in my head is make the freaking frogs gay.
Alex Jones is nothing but bullshit. No, these are just people that are they did mess up stuff. Moving on though. Number 11, My Little Pony. Horrible bastards decide to give him breasts. Moving on.
You know what? Actually, I do have an extra point to that.
Okay.
What would you? Okay. So thank you for using the anthro picture. Did you? How much worse would you feel if you knew about the people that don't go for the anthro?
Oh boy. Let's leave Milky Way in her corner of the internet and move on. Number 10, the residents of Rucamu, and I pronounced that horribly wrong, I'm sure of it, and I apologize, in Paris, have urged the local council to close their street on evenings and weekends due to all the visitors looking for perfect Instagram shots that ended up disrupting their daily lives. A local even set up Instagram and Twitter accounts to document visitors doing cringy poses and dance videos. Okay, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Okay, yeah, that does suck, but I gotta admit that is a nice little response to it.
Hey, I mean, that's the person that understands how to deal with the internet.
Yeah.
You guys like, hey, look at all these dumb people sitting outside my window.
Oh, look, and now they're trying to do the Fortnite dance. Oh, what a sad.
The best part is those people that they're capturing doing it can't complain because they're out in public. You can't call privacy.
Yeah.
No, yeah. This one does sound a lot better compared to the rest. I will admit it. Oh, but here we go. Back to the sad. But number 9. Thanks to internet trolls, Pink won't post pictures of her children anymore. When she posted a cute photo of her kids with a pelican on social media, she was buried under a deluge of angry anti-circumcision comments. The singer vowed never to post pictures of her. Really?
I'm saying it right now. The fuck you going on with internet? The fuck?
Like how does that even what?
What?
No, I don't. Tell her. We get it. We get it. Go to your corner for a moment and take a breath. Let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's a random picture of her and her family. That's not the place to debate shit.
No.
You're just having a good time. It's a cute little picture.
Yeah, let's say people will find any excuse they can to make a knee-jerk reaction about something completely wrong. But yeah,
I'm so mad at this.
we know you are. Let's move on. Oh god. Okay, here we go. For years, it's been impossible to hear the name Karen used nicely. Now all we think when we hear the name is a terrible person who wants to speak to your manager.
That's not that terrible. I mean, that's just.
It's just kind of an internet thing, but admittedly though, it's kind of hard because I do know people that are named Karen that are exactly like that. It doesn't help it.
I've heard a story of a kid that posted Karen memes to their Aunt Karen, and she was like, he is doing this just to spite me. And the dad was in on the little thing and went, no, people on the internet did that, and you're just proving them right. And she went,
Okay.
Thank you,
Alright, we're gonna mute Toa if he interrupts one more time. Alright, but no, I mean the same thing happens with Kevin too. But we're gonna leave that alone. Let's move on. Instagram.
I was gonna say that's people that just call others dorks.
Yeah. Well, dorks are idiots, but okay. Instagram has gotten in the way of locals enjoying Horseshoe Bend in Arizona, which was previously seen as a local place for family outings. Since the launch of the app, the number of visitors there have increased alarmingly to about 5,000 daily as crowds troop in to take pictures, and people have even had fatal accidents there.
That's called learn how to walk in a natural place, you idiot.
Yep.
Yeah, the people going into fatal accidents obviously are probably doing something. Well, not obviously, but I'm willing to bet money they're doing something really stupid to try to get that awesome picture and dying in the process. And I do feel for them that, I mean, the problem with amazing sites like that is, the moment they do get out, tourists are going to flock to it, Instagram or not. Instagram probably helped spread the word faster. I'm not going to deny that. Moving on. 4chan members hijacked Time's 100 most influential people poll and voted in Christopher Poole, the founder of the controversial online community. Poole ended up topping the list with more votes than Barack Obama, Vladimir Putin, and Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, no, that's just funny.
That is
That's funny.
that is funny, and it also means they should have done their poll better. 5. According to African Travel Inc. and Virtuoso, a network of premium travel advisors, African safaris are being tainted by the fact that poachers are using the geotags from Instagram posts of unsuspecting tourists to locate and hunt animals of value. Wow. Poachers use EXIF viewers apps to extract all nearby exchangeable image file format images which contain GPS information that lead them straight to their prey.
You know what? Actually, I gotta give them props for that. That's some damn use of technology. Holy shit!
That is a clever use, but that's clever. But at the same time, if you could just have tourists turn off their GPS markers while they're there. And hold to upload photos until after they get off the reservation, if that's actually happening.
Yeah.
True, but that also now means that if they are using that, then
the animals will have moved away at that point. They're using.
The Rangers could just use that same information and be there and shoot the other people.
I'm gonna mute
It's more
Toa.
complicated than that.
I'm gonna mute Toa for a moment.
But then you're talking about government funding.
Yeah. Oh god, here we go. Okay, number 4. Pokemon Go players damaged a historic Revolution-era fort. Fort Phoenix was the site of the first Revolutionary War naval battle, and in 2016 attracted crowds of people because of some rare Pokemon. Go players were caught publicly urinating and digging holes looking for treasure near the fort, and generated tons of garbage. They even tore down a section of stone wall with a crowbar. What the hell?
Okay, yeah. That's not the fault of the game. Those are just idiots.
Juvenile jackasses.
And there's even been players playing while driving and crashed.
Well, those are idiots too. But no, the public.
The
Look,
safety in there.
The gold players, I will give them the public urinating. I would not doubt that if they just publicly urinated because they wanted to catch a Pokemon, but the digging the holes and tearing down a section of the stone wall with a crowbar, no, those are assholes.
These are people that believe just because something's old, that means there has to be treasure in it.
No.
I think what happened there is that's somebody who had an agenda.
Yeah.
And just took advantage of the situation to basically just blame, just like say something else so they could possibly get out of it or something.
Basically, it's like those idiots that shoot up a school and then blame Doom. You know, a video game told me to do it. Yeah, right.
Video games made me violent. Dude.
I've been playing a lot of dating simulators. You don't see me dating buxom girls with foxtails. Anyway, moving on. No, moving on. Okay, online privacy drove Epic Games to stop making online piracy drove Epic Games to stop making PC games from 2006 to 2012. 2006, for every bought copy of a PC game, there were 10 pirated ones, so Epic went console only for a while. I'm not gonna lie, online piracy is a problem. It is a problem. At the same time, though, I can't help but wonder what kind of protections they did try to implement on their games, or if they just printed them out and expected people to respect it, which unfortunately never works. Well, it does work, actually. It did work in some cases.
Very rarely, though.
Yeah.
And now Epic's making money.
Yeah, I would want to get a little more into the details there, because something feels like there's a whole middle part missing there. Okay.
A story there.
Okay, now this is sad, just on a different level. Justin Bieber's "I'll Show You" music video and its millions of YouTube viewers shut down an Icelandic canyon. The somewhat unknown canyon had a 50 to 80% increase in traffic within 2 years of appearing in the video, and eventually got so damaged it had to be closed off for over 10 months.
Huh? Is that so? That I guess were there just not actual natural trails or something, and so just general foot traffic caused issues?
Possibly.
That might be the case. I do kind of wonder a little bit about it, though, especially since I get that the traffic increased from 50 to 80%, which is almost double the people. But if almost double the people caused it to get closed down for 10 months, I gotta wonder what they had in place to protect it in the first place.
People could have also...
Yeah, they could
taking rocks and stuff from the place too.
Taking rocks, pissing all over, throwing trash. Yeah, I imagine that.
Suki, we could ask Gandalf if he knows anything.
Okay, now here's the last one, and we kind of figured this was going to happen. Some internet trolls found a way to upload pornographic images on Super Mario Odyssey. They used a Nintendo Switch developer software that allows them to upload custom images as their avatar. With that exploit, they went on Luigi's Balloon World and placed their obscene avatars on their balloons for all players to see.
I can bet Nintendo quickly changed that.
Probably.
Yeah. Once again, I will label that under. Yeah, that's funny.
It is kind of funny. It is funny and clever.
So, damn it, you ruined it for everyone.
No, they didn't. This is something that they weren't supposed to do in the first place. It said that they went to developer software that they weren't supposed to have in the first place, then uploaded the custom images. They did things that nobody should normally be able to do. So this was all hacker stuff.
Yeah, these were people with cracked switch. Is that what is it cracked or because I know it's all homebrew software and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing cracked. They probably cracked it. Either they cracked it or they managed to get a copy of it and they were able to mess with it. But yeah, they got into things they shouldn't have been able to normally. But let's go ahead and move on here. Wow, we went on that tangent way long. So we're gonna go ahead and motor through the rest of the news here. The Rain Booms were in the top 10 TV girl bands from Miss Mojo. We're not going to actually play it because I don't want Mojo in on my YouTube feed. But still, it's pretty cool that they're in the top 10 girl bands. Speaking of Equestria Girls, a new cover for the Equestria Girls DVD, Spring Sunsets Holidays, has shown up. This is a DVD set that is not in the US, but over in Amazon UK, which includes Holidays Unwrapped, Sunsets Backstage Pass, and Spring Breakdown.
Yep. Fuck
Also,
you.
doesn't have Dr. Wolf on it.
We don't know that yet.
Yet to be seen.
Going on to Pony Life, Pony Pal stamps have been shown from Yumi. They're ponies, and they're in nice little bubble stamp things here, and you can use them to make stamps.
Actually, that's still kind of cool.
Oh no, it's really cool. It's kind of awesome. They even come with their pets. That's also pretty awesome. And that would be pretty cool to have. Unfortunately, I don't know where the heck Yumi is, and I don't think it's even the U.S. because nothing fun is ever in the U.S.
To eBay!
There's that. All right. A neat little pony preservation project is using neural networks to create pony voices. There's a couple of voice samples here. They sound...
This is a text-to-speech tool that you can use to generate voices of various characters. The voices are generated in real time.
I've been
using
hearing that
multiple audio
all
synthesis
over
algorithms and
Twitter.
customized deep neural networks trained on very little available data.
But it's decent, but it's still got some robotic tinge to it. So you could probably use it for like robot ponies or something like that, it's still fun as hell.
Hey, it's the actual voice actors.
Moving on. Equestria Daily has listed their planned My Little Pony Brony conventions for 2020. Already, Heartswarming has finished up with Winnie City coming up at the end of this month. BabsCon a couple of weeks shortly afterwards. Of course, you can see that there are still a lot of conventions out there. However, there's also the sad news. Heartswarming had their last year last week.
Aww.
No, it's okay. If you actually look, they've only had 4 different years, and they've had to actually skip a couple of years a couple times. So, obviously, they weren't exactly working on a huge amount of funds, so it's not a terrible surprise they had to close out, but it still sucks. But
Also, this does not have HomonyCon or Ponies Online on it yet. Or Rift Cafe.
Okay. Oh, HarmonyCon. Moving on. I'm just going to move on now at this point. So, a compilation album from A State of Sugar called Brony has been released. This is a big album on Bandcamp that you can pay what you want to get a bunch of music. State of Sugar always has some really good music, and just for $1 or $2, you can have 43 different Brony music inspired musics. And also the mascot is pretty cute. But the music is also there, and the music is what's important. Go get the music. And finally, though we won't hear any of these yet, the Japanese apparently Season 4 has been showing in Japan, and the Japanese version of many of songs have shown up. However, we're obviously not going to be able to play any of them, though I kind of would want to play the Bats one at the moment, but... yeah, keep an eye and an ear out. We may try to pepper them in here and there. And with that, let's go on to our fan submissions and suggestions. Finally! Now, as we mentioned, last week, or the week before that, was Derpy. Our challenge of the week was Derpy. But we also had the Protest Initiative Challenge. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Go, we need trains! Don't leave you say trains, he appears.
Give him a little bit. See. Yeah.
And I know you already talked about this last week, but technically last week wasn't exactly an official show.
Oh yeah, I know. I was hoping you'd actually go and do it proper, but jeez, you have to spend that much time browsing Cracked? Come on, this is the Brony Show.
I know, but you gotta admit that some of that stuff,
Ponies.
some of that stuff was kind of stupid.
Let's talk some ponies.
I'm right here. So, what was the Protest Initiative Challenge from 2 weeks ago?
Protest
I think it
challenge?
was just derpy, then more derpy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was. It was derpy and derpy. That is exactly what it was.
Yep, I brought up for Derpy, and Cold Dust was, yeah, I wanted to do Derpy too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cole brought in the twin sister, Derpy.
Yep.
Boss, you know Cole is the depth champion.
He is. And in fact, he actually made art of Derpy too. So we're going to go ahead and go through the entries here. To start us off, though, here is the entry that I scribbled together in 15 minutes. I do apologize if this offends the sensibilities of many people.
It looks like a derpy.
My eyes.
Honestly, I just realized that the left eye there really could have used a little bit more curve at the bottom near the nose. That doesn't look quite right.
It looks fine. I like it.
Hey, a perfect derpy image must always have a flaw. This has a flaw.
The eyes are the flaw.
The eyes are always... However, as we mentioned, Cold Dust...
They're not a flaw. They're amazing.
But Cold Dust did make one this time around, and we are going to show that right off the fast first. Here's Cold Dust
Also,
entry.
apparently this blew up on Twitter.
Yeah, it did, like, a lot more than, like, it finally, this was the image that finally, beat the Big Mac cheerily picture on Derpy Boru that I did, like, years ago.
So, are you finding horse famous?
No.
People at BronyCon were like, dude, he's an awesome artist, dude. Let's have him sign stuff.
No, yeah, people love his
No,
art, yeah.
No, most people at BronyCon didn't know who the fuck I was. But for a brief time, for a brief moment, because some random person on Reddit was able to identify my art on Reddit whenever someone posted a picture of the print they got in while standing in line, they're like, wait a minute, you're an artist? It's like, yes I am. And the next thing I know, I'm signing things. It was very strange.
Yes, I'm the one who draws.
Oh, you never know, Cole. Whenever we go to Everfree, we might have more people wanting your art.
No, well, I don't even know if I'll be able to bring prints this year because traveling across the country, it throws a bit of a wrench into the works versus just taking a single train downstate, or not downstate, but you know.
I know.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, absolute worst case, I might be able to reach out to somebody to maybe get a few prints done, depending. But let's go ahead and go on to the next one. There's Toakoi with Princess Derpy.
Something seems wrong about that muffin. It looks crooked.
It looks fine. It's doing fine.
Believe it or not, I've had a scepter.
Actually, I think I know. Just there is one thing that I can see that kind of bugs me about the muffin just a little bit. It's the fact that the muffin doesn't exactly have a muffin top. It just kind of it's got that little crowning at the top, and then it just kind of moves.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not a muffin. That's a fist.
Derpy has a fist of power. Derpy's not playing around anymore.
This is basically, I used the base of a Twilight cane that I wanted to do years ago, and I just said, oh, I can make Queen Debbie.
Yeah, it's just the outline of the muffin at the bottom could have just used a little more, like a little curly bottom there, just to actually make it look like a muffin top.
Yeah, just even a zigzag to make it look like it had the crinkle wrap.
Yeah.
You're talking about the gem at the bottom, not the actual muffin on top.
Not the top.
I'm not talking about the gem at the bottom. I'm talking about the bottom edge of the muffin.
We're definitely talking about the muffin.
We're talking about the ridge.
We're talking about the muffin, man. We're talking about the muffin, man. The muffin, man.
Just take that curve, pop it right off, and then you've just got a regular scepter with a curve there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the wrinkle of a muffin. The
Container.
It does look like a fist of power, though.
The muffin wrapper you toss into the mold before you pour down the. Yeah.
Fair enough. As I said, I basically just plopped the muffin on top of the scepter, and I had to scale it down to make it fit.
Fair enough. And we also have another art entry. This is from Commander something who actually colored his.
He also made a bunch of derpies.
Today.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I love the colored version. It looks great.
So much derp.
It is. There's 110% wonderful right here.
Commander is best dragon. He is best dragon.
Check your zoom level because the bottom edge is missing.
It's not my zoom level. It's just how I have the window display.
Yeah, I was noticing it as you were going through the crack as well. You were reading things that were off screen.
I was trying to bring them up a little bit there instead of just right at the very bottom edge. Yeah, I do apologize on that. Let me see. Maybe can I get... I have no idea how I'm going to get this. Okay.
You got it figured out now?
Kind of. I got it worked enough. Derpy! Derpy loves you! Ooh! Okay, that's enough of that. That's good. Alright, along with all of this, just doing a quick check here. Vaguely Creepy is still working on his entry. Hopefully he'll be able to get it to us soon. But Ponyman64 did write us a little story. So... Ponyman64. Here we go. Ponyman, you shall have it read by somebody who is slowly losing their voice. And would help if I actually got it all in black. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Okay.
Ooh.
Second, do I need to get the Hammer Squad out?
No. Let me go ahead and read this. Derpy yawned. It was late in the day, and things were winding down at the shipping office. A human walked in. Derpy recognized him. He was in a while back to ship Lyra and Bonbon. Hey, Derpy, he said. Do you have anything for me? You betcha, Derpy said, taking out a box addressed to him. He opened it and took out 2 large sacks with dollar signs on them. All right, he shouted. That's right, thought Derpy. Lyra and Bonbon got married recently. After the human left, Derpy figured he would be the last customer of the day. But it wasn't long before pony else walked in. It was a suspicious individual in a trench coat. They placed a box on the table and waited for inspection. Derpy opened the box and found there was a cake with a picture of her on it. The pony in a trench coat shouted, "Surprise!" and revealed herself as Pinkie Pie. Confetti was thrown in the air as Derpy's co-workers stepped out. Both biceps came through the door with 2 huge tubs of ice cream. "Yeah! Party time!" he shouted. But before the festivities could ensure, Discord apparated in the middle of the room. "Hey, everybody," he announced. "I want to congratulate you all on your excellent work at my establishment. And I thought today was the perfect day to announce our Employee of the Month." He snapped his fingers, and a plaque with Derpy's picture appeared on the wall. The crowd applauded, and the cake was cut. A good time was had by all. If this was any more sugary sweet, I swear I would have cavities and be needing insulin shots.
And that is much rejoicing.
Yay.
Then there's some actual rejoicing.
Also, Circuit, were you going for the Friendship is Violence Discord there?
I was just going for a voice. I was not.
Hey guys. Hey guys, look, it's Discord. Hi, it's me, Discord.
It's me.
Discord, yes? Stop it!
Stop it!
No!
Shake.
Alright! And we should have another one by Vaguely here at some point. It will probably be a little bit later in the evening, so we'll show it off when we get a chance. However, now it comes down to next week's challenge. And for next week's challenge, I want to go ahead and address the 2 big elephants that are going to be entering the room in most of our lives here in the next couple of weeks. I want to do ponies in Animal Crossing.
No Doom? I see how it is.
Well,
am I the only one that thought we were going to get a coronavirus challenge?
Ponies and getting down with the sickness.
Oh!
We've already done that.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, in this case, are ponies playing Animal Crossing? Are ponies in Animal Crossing? Did they manage to meet up with the mayor's assistant where she beats the living stuffing out of him? Or they go together to just take out Doom monsters for the shiggles of it? Or maybe they just go and do some fishing.
Oh, you said ponies and Animal Crossing. I heard in. Okay, let me.
Sorry, I meant and. Actually, I did say and, but I meant and. I apologize.
Here, already done. I'm a master.
Of course, along with that, we also have the protest initiative. My God.
Yeah, one of my buddies was like, "Hey, what does your RC look like?" This, and then like 2 days later, he posted the Animal Crossing. Like, oh man.
So yeah, this is Deathlight's character as an Animal Crossing villager. So that's one way you could go about it if you really want.
Oh.
So, did you just refer to Cole as a god? That's what I heard.
Yes,
I
indeed.
said, did I?
Bow down to
Oh
me.
God, may his reign be prosperous and also do great art.
How about instead?
How
How about instead we let Cole get his protest initiative challenge?
By royal decree, the protest initiative challenge this week. I, as your god, dictate ponies and copious amounts of toilet paper.
Somebody gonna be a mummy tonight.
Just put too much toilet paper.
That is good. That is good.
Yep.
And
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing. Cole's actually come up with a challenge that's for a section of the internet even I don't want to go to.
now the fun thing is I actually did draw something, but it lands in the not safe for work territory. So.
And apparently you've been to that area.
Yes, I have. More specifically, playing pinups. So, what you see on the side of the World War II, jets and stuff. So, I mean bombers.
So tasteful but risque.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Did we break Circuit or is he breaking himself again?
I'm not breaking myself. Okay.
I smell smoke.
Okay, so all right, here we go. So what we're going to do now is, as I mentioned, we are going to watch the Mystery Brony Theater shenanigans here. Now, for the quick moment, I am going to have it up here just so that we can see that if you have it up, and also when we initially started. However, the screen here will it not exactly go dark. I'm just going to move it out to the side so our background will continue to flux around. Okay, sorry.
We're gonna have to pull up the video in our own browser.
We are going to have to. I could not get this inside tube to save my life, and I do apologize on that. However, this also means that we are going to be trying something completely different here. So backstage.
Hey, wait a minute. You can host a watch party.
Say what?
Yeah, you can.
Wait, hold up. What?
You can actually host a watch party on Facebook.
That means figuring out who all is in here and putting them all in the thing. That sounds annoying.
I'm just gonna go with my Greenwich Meantime idea here. So at the moment, I have included the link in our Facebook. I have included it in our IRC. I have included it in our Discord. I have included it in my Twitch. I have included it in my YouTube, everywhere. So everybody, go ahead, get the video up if you want to be able to join in on this. This will not actually be showing it on the stream because YouTube doesn't like this crap.
Also, something that just came to me, and I checked the OA one. We could have Suki live stream it and host it there, so we could all watch it
at the exact moment, considering that we already got this set up and trying to do anything else could take several minutes if it works. Let's go with the option that actually does work, and we already know what to do at this point.
All right, but you know what I'm saying. Check that for future options.
Future option notated and ignored. Moving on.
But Circuit, just to confirm, we're watching the one from November 15th, right?
Yeah, November 15th, Bonbon's Diary and Shop Talk.
Yeah, by the way, just remember when you go to this page, that video might start playing automatically. You're going to have to pause and run it back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, along with that, I've also put up a link over at Time Is at Greenwich Mountain Time. So what we're going to do is exactly at 2:20 2:20, I was going to say 24, but that's in 5 seconds, so that's not a smart move. At 2:25, we're going to go ahead and start the video. So in 1 minute, at right now, as we're talking, which may be sooner if you are obviously watching us on stream.
Oh, you put that. Oh, you put that in the chat. Hang on.
Yeah. I put that everywhere.
Lounge.
Okay.
The lounge, the IRC, the Twitch, the YouTube. So yeah, this is if you want to be able to participate and not just listen to us rambling on this.
You said so. You said 2:25.
2:25 exactly.
Okay.
So about
less than 30 seconds.
Yep.
20 seconds.
20 seconds starting
20
now.
seconds now.
Yep, exactly. Perfect.
17.
15.
And those of you who are watching on, those of you who are watching recording,
10,
just go when we say
9,
go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Unmonetized fan base parody.
I think. Wow, I think we were all slightly off by like 1 second.
Happens.
Oh my god! You think yours got?
We're still
unmonetized fan
everything's
base
looking
parody.
good while on preamble.
Unfortunately, mine kind of went a little weird because I had to reload the video real fast. So I'm hoping I'm back. At least got the timing down okay here. Is it doing the intro for you guys at this point?
Yep.
Okay, that works for me. Okay. Anyway, I'm also going to be turning it down just a little bit. So, yeah, of course, again, this is just to avoid issues. What can you do?
I feel like
La la la.
a little bit ahead, but it's alright.
You guys all might be just a little bit ahead because, again, my timing just went really bad. Yeah. But hey, other than the video kind of goofing up on me, I'd say this was a successful rollout at least. I know, obviously, I would love to be able to do something like this, but I don't have the wherewithal to watch a movie 5 or 6 times and making a horrible joke about it. Or maybe I could.
Watched the Star Wars holiday special just to be able to joke on it.
Oh,
It's
I
fun.
can pull
Oh.
I can pull something out of it just because of how much of a nerd I am.
Ants.
Yep. I was about to go. What's with stuff not moving?
There's moving. We got ants.
I didn't notice the ants.
The ant march is on.
They're mini ants.
What the horsey hell is this?
I still love that curse. That's the best thing ever.
Oh, that is a great curse.
What the horsey hell?
Quite frankly, I would love to sell something right now.
Sell us anything. I'll buy a bridge.
So we're bored now.
Please buy stuff for a dying industry.
I kind of gotta wonder about the one with a scythe at his end because, I mean, could you imagine if he sit wrong, what would happen there?
Dead body in the bathroom?
We can't find anything else to
Have you ever been in the bathroom at a theater?
Yeah.
You don't go to the bathroom.
That is to say, it's already been cleaned.
Actually, I love the poster back there. Honey, well, not the bride of... The Honey, I Shrunk the Pony's background there.
I see.
Yeah.
Anybody know what that reference is?
Sundays at 8?
I
Well-
don't know that reference.
Hold on, I'll do a quick Google.
Of course you will.
ants aren't even going to stay long since there's nothing to eat.
Then why are they there?
Hey guys, how's the ant farm coming along?
The what now?
It was boring. In fact, it was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. So we started making
Oh no! Wait, I think it has to do with them. I think it looks like they have a thing called Ants with yeah, they have another podcast called Ants that is probably Sundays at 8, and that's the joke there.
Don't yell at me. I
Because all I'm getting is a lot of
I sent
dates.
you a message a couple days ago. Look, here's a copy. Black and white, crystal clear. You have no room for arguments.
I'm still getting the insecticide.
How did she not get the message? I remember delivering it to her door personally.
There we go. Okay, that's a perfect background while we're talking about this. So you guys know where the...
Give us something to watch!
Yes, please.
We need something to do.
Let me take a look at my notes. Let's see here.
How bored do you have to be to beg for a sadness like that?
Oh, yeah, we do have 2 episodes for you today, both of which are Gen 2. Around secrets, blackmail, and our favorite asshole of a horse, Teddy. They go by the names of Bonbon's Diary and Shop Talk.
Teddy was the only one that could ever wear sunglasses and... Mohawk? Yeah, it's a mohawk.
Yep. Oh no.
It was like trying to rally your RP players. It's like...
Yeah, that's exactly like it. Yeah.
It doesn't help whenever half the party ain't available.
I don't want to hear about Bonbon's diarrhea. No.
Ooh, that's good.
Why does it look like they cooked something for the Teletubbies?
I am so proud of you.
Wow, those pastels are so pastel. They're actually more pastel than they normally pastel.
Oh my god, her eyes! Oh dear god, I forgot how the eyes look.
Yes, this
Yes.
is style.
Yep. The soulless eyes that will eat your soul. That was the style back then.
They will eat your...
I'm not talking about the soulless eyes, I'm talking about how small they are.
Okay, the small soulless eyes.
Also, I like how they apparently just found found a random YouTube VHS rip.
Yeah, nowadays we use our phones.
This is not how it looks on the DVDs.
I don't doubt that. It probably is a random YouTube rip or worse. Or maybe they had it discolored a bit, I don't know. It's always weird with recordings. Ah!
Also,
Tell my mother she's a dick.
I just got back from watching Saw 3D. Are the effects good? Of course.
Hey, I'm the RoboCop.
You mean Robo Pony? And the back of his tail looks like it kind of exploded in a weird way.
Alright, the first one's good. The others I don't really care for.
I should have taken the blue pill.
I do so love the pony glove. It's so bad.
Yeah? Someone writing? This shall not be done?
Ooh, her diary plays horror music when
Sell this on eBay.
I will know her secrets.
Do fruit and vegetables just not exist in this world?
You will consume this ice cream.
And you will like it.
Thank you for choosing the Wii wagon, sir.
I can lend you my calculator.
Why would you bring a diary outside the house?
Yeah, that's right.
It's because it's never safer than when it's on your person at all times. Also with that flimsy plastic lock that's held by the key that absolutely does nothing to unlock it.
True.
No, what you need to do is get a journal. Get a nice little leather-bound journal that smells of musty leather. No, everybody's just going to think you're writing your Indiana Jones fan fiction. Which you probably are, but let's face. And then Indiana Jones kissed the boulder.
They put it on WikiLeaks.
Hey!
Somebody's watching me.
And my...
Oh,
No! Leg warmers! They will not be... We should not have leg warmers.
Only socks.
Riveting. Well, that was dark. Oh, that's nothing. I stepped on a bug once. I slammed the door once.
I forgot to lower the seat.
I have a fear of ladybugs.
Seriously?
Of course not. You'd have to be pretty dumb.
Oh, I like that.
The teacher, she's everybody's advisor.
She cheated! I mean, she... We destroyed property and got locked up into buildings and caused federal crimes, but she cheated on a math test.
Oh, she is the worst of offenders.
She is the worst.
Well, guys, it finally happened. The movie itself is actually telling us to shut up.
Someone's seeing room ahead.
Oh no! It was Donald Trump! Help!
Dude, relax.
Spoilers, he's not going to.
Eddie, stop pretending to be a bunny and...
Alright, who else wants to punch Teddy?
I want to know why in the world he's sitting spread eagle like that. Like he's like if you I found your diary and if you want it back, you're gonna have to do something for me. Nope.
No. See, because that's one of those things where you just you take the expected and you turn it on its head. It's like you have to do something for me. Wash the shirt.
There you go.
Also, second, have you seen your cat sit down on its butt?
Yes, usually it's while it's laying down with the rest of it, not spread eagle like he's expecting something.
Well, then clearly you have never had a cat actually sit down on its butt and be like, "Hey, you want to pet me?" My cat is weird.
You're weird.
Exactly.
Oh my world. Congratulations, Bonbon. You are now the top student. We're gonna put your picture everywhere. We're gonna
Oh, I agree. Dick move, Teddy. Dick move.
Teddy, you're coming dangerously close to crossing the line.
Remember back in the old days we used to kick trees for miles to get these out?
Oh, those were the days.
That was a cut and a half right there.
I got an A! I wanted an A plus! Or an S even!
I know one, but I do.
Try being miserable. I got plenty of music to go with that.
I wouldn't go with Simple Plan. I'm more going with either Nickelback or Skillet.
Skillet?
Nah, you're going the wrong way there, Toa, for what they're going for.
Yeah, that comment is completely fried.
Well, I could do Maroon 5, but that's even more in the wrong direction.
Now we're all just baked.
What if I said Blargan for dibble no hit? Hey, at least I'm trying.
You suck.
I am your best friend.
I may as well not even live at all.
Time to go hang with
Story.
Teddy with a teddy bear. And no one shall know that I have this, for I am not secure with my masculinity.
Don't worry, I'm sure you don't want anybody hovering their hoof over the red distribute to Twitter button. Did he eat it?
But it looked like he was gonna eat it. Jesus.
I love this bear so much I will consume it.
This is Taco Bell Castle. I think this is Casa Bonita.
Arriba! Did Tomer delete your 18 plus page 2?
I ate a bear.
I'm gonna confess everything, including my love crush on her.
Yeah. She just gets a good cap.
Oh, you're a moron. Yeah.
And again, until you can't take it no more!
Sorry, that was my cell phone.
Why don't you have a war pipe on your desk?
Whoops.
I can't speak words. Okay, English.
No.
Also, why the hell did they get a slide and no one else did?
Because they can.
See you at the glue factory. Yes, you know the better.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry. See, I wanted to take you to dance, but I thought you'd say no.
Coming on a little too strong, Teddy. She's just not open to a relationship right
Maybe I would have gone, or maybe I would have told you to stick it up your cornhole.
Thank you, boy.
And the souls of the innocents.
Nah, Soylent Green's always been better.
How about you walk in the middle of an open road?
Sure, anything.
Teddy wants your love. Come and give Teddy your honey, your candy buns, whatever.
I would not let Teddy near my honey pot, I'll tell you that much.
Nobody wants near your honey pot.
Well, thanks, Toa. I'm not sleeping tonight.
What? I have freshly made honey from God damn it,
Oh God, they're gonna eat the bear.
I am, and you sound like an obese person. Centimeter.
Watching the episode.
Hello.
Bonbon's diary looks familiar. It turns out it's a real book.
What?
Yeah. It turns out that episode was kind of biographical. Teddy somehow restole Bonbon's diary and had it published after they broke contact with each other.
You're kidding me.
It was a bestseller.
Give me that.
Hey!
How scandalous.
Look, here's the diary entry about her cheating on the test.
It is there.
Let's see what else is here. April 16th, 1992. Dear Diary, the other day I stepped on a rock. It hurt my hoof so bad that I kicked it across the street. Luckily it didn't hit any pony, but a minute later, Logan's mom came around the corner walking his baby sister. She didn't see the rock and drove the carriage over it, causing it to slightly tilt. Logan's mom got so irritated that she said a bad word. Not just any word, the D word. I don't know if I should tell my mom or Logan that she uses those kind of words. I need to think about it.
Damn!
Bestseller, huh?
I never said it was a good read.
That's hardly a race we're concerned.
Dear Diary. Today I was chewing gum in class. When I was done, I realized that I accidentally threw out the wrapper. With no choice left, I stuck it under my desk.
Oh no, sticking gum under your desk.
Okay, gross. It got even worse when the mare I was crushing on accidentally got stuck in her mane when she was leaning down.
Oh!
If I wasn't too busy staring at her, I would have.
That's not good.
And what's even worse that she knew I sat there this morning. Okay. This sounds promising. I'm actually.
Okay, we might have juicy gossip here.
But not as embarrassing as that.
It's
time
getting
I
better.
Rock across the. Okay, now I've lost faith in this mare.
But don't you want to see if they made up?
No, I don't care anymore. This book is garbage.
Let me see. December 25th, 1997. Hearthwarming. Dear Diary. So something kinda weird happened to me last night. My mom and I were next door at a neighbor's Hearthwarming Eve party. We were having a fun time until, out of nowhere, my father called their house asking me to come home.
Oh no!
So immediately I left the party without telling Mom. When I arrived, I could hear my father call me from his bedroom. I went up the stairs and saw him sitting on the bed. I asked him what was up.
Oh no. I know where this is going.
We are going back to the theater to finish recording, and we aren't going to say anything. No remarks, no jokes, no debates, nothing.
Good, let it
Now,
burn.
Go and let this book burn.
I am never going to be able.
Oh God! Horsey hell.
Stop, expecting this episode to be about moms talking about what they saw on TV.
Yes, let me know everything.
Alright, people forget that these were how the hair dryers were.
I think they kind of still are in a way, but
Yeah, they still have these, man.
yeah.
Oh really?
Granted, they don't. You don't have people in beehive hair, but who actually does have an ice cream parlor and a hairdresser? Would that actually be a good idea? I gotta wonder.
Actually,
No.
You don't
Not
think?
without there being a clear separation.
yep.
Dear God, that hair.
remember, Walmart has a bobber and like a spa thing, not too far from each other. Mine has.
Yes, because Walmart is the epitome of every single barber shop that they're going to have a freaking McDonald's and an entire big box store right attached to it.
Actually,
That's
we
it.
got a Subway since I work at a McDonald's.
Oh boy, here we go.
Everything in my head hurts now.
Monopoly Man. He lived as he
Yes. What? That is a really weird top hat.
Fake news.
Ponyville contraband.
Well, green isn't her color, apparently.
This is Gabby Gums all over again.
Oh, green is definitely not her color.
They said she would never come back. They said she would never come back.
Evan.
He's terrified of that pony.
Actually, anybody realize that the teacher kinda looks like an older Silver Spoon in a weird way?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
boy. That's 80s and 90s telephone going on.
Behold, the ancient device that let people communicate and tied up internet lines
We
forever.
talk to people instantly over just a phone call. Truly the epitome.
For $5 an hour.
Yes.
Too lewd.
Starbursts are
The hoof. It's her third hoof.
Standing like they bipedal, whatever.
Because this is the way the animators wanted to make the ponies more relatable instead of actually making them really personable.
Why G4 is as bad as it is?
What? No. No, this is why G4 did so well, because they're not trying to... I swear, these ponies actually stand upright more than they walk.
Trade of friendship.
Yeah, it's very weird posing.
Now he'll go out with Bonbon and not you, bitch.
I don't think there are any JoJo references in the...
Oh no! No, she's looking at the distance. No! No! I confess to nothing!
I plead the fifth!
I plead the...
Rock your body and... Okay.
The parade went out on the street. Everybody knew he had a teddy bear within 5 minutes. Twitter couldn't even do it that fast.
Well, wait until Lance also hears how you go to the hair salon.
Excuse me, I'm still dancing to a good song.
No, 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 no. Just no.
The starting gun? That is just too easy for a joke.
Fucking kick.
Daddy, I swear to the gods, I am going to destroy you!
Open Teddy style. Turn up your hearing aid.
Oh god, that face!
Yeah.
Oh no!
That was a look of horror.
Over again.
That was the coldest face. That was the coldest face that we all know and terrified of.
Welcome to WWE Pony Edition.
Nobody survives, not even the ball.
There's a little thing called karma.
Your balls are mine.
We're gonna pop your balls. Ba-da-dum. She must have blabbed. I wonder if that's what that entire... damn it. That entire parade down the street was chanting about Teddy Bear.
You had one job, and it was to do nothing.
I shall tell no one, and instead you told everyone. That is the exact...
G2 is the anti-friendship as magic.
Kiss my ass.
Talk to the ass, dear.
Hey, Applebox.
Take my apples and go make some money, said the giving tree.
You're laughing at my apple concussion.
He was anger and become an angry video game critic.
What did you see in him to begin with?
He was a boy and he liked her. That is what she saw in him.
And he's got a fat ass.
That too.
He is thick.
They all have big
He's dummy thick, and the clap of his ass cheeks keeps alerting the soccer players.
Or how about a bright idea?
Shut up, Zach!
Hey, Zach's like me. Get told to shut up every so often.
Except Zach is witty and fun. You're annoying and terrifying.
You're just terrified because I actually have the ability to find you now.
No, you do not. Leave me alone.
No, I'm not saying personally. I'm saying at conventions.
It's Randy.
Butchie?
My dashing mane will make sure I save the day, as was the fact I am blonde.
My hair has enough wax in it to be bulletproof.
Hey, they gotta take care of kids. Nothing's manlier than taking care of kids. Yeah.
Touchdown.
Quick, get rid of them before they start Gen 3.5.
Quick, they will breed and the offsprings will be annoying.
Oh no! I know that is pain.
And this is why I am not having kids.
It's all coming together.
Kids.
Yes, our wonderful plan of having 2 boys babysit for the triplets we were supposed to take care of.
Oh no.
Oh, the poor colts. They know not what they have brought upon themselves.
Eat the
To
children.
the glue factory for the children.
Down to the glue factory. Kratos will have his glue pony thingies. Are they covered in glitter?
Yes, I think they are.
What's going on?
Gonna be okay.
Oh, this is gonna turn into a fat.
I smell a setup.
You don't know about that, dude. You don't.
3 pictures later, they were on a fetish website.
Yep. I know there's some things that look good like this. It's not one of them.
No way we can get that.
Drink! 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 Ah!
I think if they were so easily done as bottles, they wouldn't be that bad.
Whose milk are they sucking?
There's some. Let's not question that. Let's. You know what? No. Let's just not think about it at all.
It's kind of hard when it was right in front of us.
Oh god. I wish the thought never entered my mind.
Stop. Please stop.
A lava shower at the end of this.
We're all gonna be showers.
Unfortunately, 3 days later, the boys realize that they do have a fetish for dressing up as
They're
babies.
found dead in their apartments.
Nope, they weren't found dead. They were taken into witness protection. Unfortunately, we don't know what happened after that.
It was her that the nanny found the business. Somebody get the shouter joke out of that.
What?
Yes, apparently I need to kick some balls around to feel like a man again.
I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your friend, guy.
That's South Park animation.
But for now, I'm going to inhale you like I do every other day. Alright.
Always a good experience for these guys.
Okay, and that is the end of it. However, there is a little side thing.
Is there an after credits thing?
Yep, so I'm just going to skip right to it because it's not going to be a problem.
That's the timestamp.
It's literally like the last minute.
Yeah, see. Yeah, it's pretty exactly last minute.
Yeah, I'm at like 105, so whatever.
Okie doke. I'll just wash your clothes then. Let me know if you change your mind. Alrighty, now where did that cloak get to? Aha! Gotcha!
Finn is too nice. Yeah, he was singing "Oh Susanna."
I have no idea what any of this is, though.
I have no idea because
Any
this is
idea
not
either.
Matoran, and I can't read anything that's not English or Matoran.
Anyway, if you guys enjoyed that, be sure to check out the other videos from Mystery Brony Theater. It sounds like all of their videos that were on YouTube and unfortunately got deleted or had issues because of some hackers, they all are still on their Facebook video feed, so you could catch all of them. And they're actually all pretty fun. And they are working on their latest one, so we should hopefully see that soon enough. But in the meantime, I'd say...
It's more fun just to react vocally than on the text, so I just joined in the chat at the end. And
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe the turn it took. Like, okay, this is why it's an infamous episode.
Oh, it is really amazing.
Oh yeah, Shop Talk is infamous for a lot of things.
But in the meantime, it's
I wonder
now...
how many angry voices the Hasbro heard from parents.
Not as many as you might think.
No, I'm just wondering if it actually did or not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, there wasn't anything really bad per
They
se.
knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
Well, I mean, there wasn't anything exactly bad about that. Just kind of
No,
weird.
but just implications.
True.
Yeah, but that's for us and seeing what happened about 20 years after everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'd say it's about time to go into our video segment and watch a bunch of videos here. We got a nice little combination of a few stop motions from the My Little Pony Pony Life. We have a PMV that finally showed up on Hasbro's YouTube site instead of being on their in Daily Motion or wherever you can dig it up. And we also have American Boy, Russian Pony, a bunch of other random videos. It's got a nice little smattering of things. So
yeah,
let's
I'm going
go.
back to the chat.
All right.
Have fun, DM.
Yeah.
away.
Thanks.
Run away. run away.
Anyway, here we go. Alright.
Don't have too much fun with the snow effects here.
Well, it is stop motion.
Oh, right, I turned down my volume. Because it was looping.
Well, that's why I don't normally start until seconds on.
There's...
No, I opened it up like 30 seconds ago. I still didn't want to hear it looping over and over and over again.
Fair.
Do you trust the ice?
It was at that moment Pinky got pissed and cracked an eye. This sounds like an off-brand I Want Candy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Or Walking on Sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. Oh.
Why can't I turn slightly to the right?
Why haven't I figured it out yet?
Why did I not get my ice skate?
Why did I just walk slowly onto the ice, grab the thing, and leave?
Here you go. Apparently your sugar addiction needs to be fed.
In your face!
Nope.
Yep.
Tastes like pizza.
And now the Cheer You On International Women's Day music video special. Because we love women too.
Weird, right?
Right?
It's weird. It's as if we accept them as awesome things.
Don't, no! We do not stand by Toa's statement in any way.
What? Guys can be awesome things too.
Toa, oh dear God. You have about as much tact as a tack.
Of course. Bye.
We're gonna go ahead and mute Toa for a minute because he's going to get us all killed by Twitter. What the hell?
Toaster! Oh no, they've summoned Toaster!
Oh my...
Also, does anybody else feel like there's irony in Flash Sentry being the one singing this?
Yes! Actually... I think this is supreme irony, but... I feel kind of bad that Cole left for the night instead of seeing Toastar.
Also, this sounds like they're trying to make Flash Sentry sound like Owl City.
Yeah.
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 I blanked on the name of the artist there for a moment.
Oh, apparently Flash Entry actually uses, what's the music? Damn it. Oh, Flash is dead. Hooray.
Dead.
Apparently this guy we've been seeing forever is actually a rapper. Okay.
I would have found him just being a hippie.
Did Flash Sentry... Oh my God. Wow, this music video is full of so much shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it! Milli Vanilli! Flash Sentry is apparently Milli Vanilli. I mean, he wasn't singing at all, and then suddenly the song is still going, and they're still singing. But you know, Flash is Milli Vanilli, confirmed.
But he already got it all figured out. He just has a recorded track in the background.
Well, given how many times he's interrupted by randomness,
I'm going to assume that whoever that was that mentioned the backing track has never actually heard of Milli Vanilli.
probably not. Even if they did have like Philly Vanilli as a title.
And here's the other stop motion short. And I think this might be a miracle one.
Magic, baby. Magic.
Suck it up, you Pegasus wannabe.
She did not have a joint strike.
Heads up. It kind of looks like a weird Scootaloo. It was then that Rarity brought forth the Snowpocalypse. Wow.
Oh my God, that's actually beautiful.
Oh my God! No, did anybody else notice the weird layering effect when they was putting the
Yes,
on?
Yeah.
Okay, they're either using salt or something else for the loose. Yay, friendship.
Salt's cheaper than sugar, so...
Oh, so I think salt would pack better.
Yeah.
For all we know, it could be really cheap flour.
To look that crystallized, I don't think so. Actually.
No, maybe powdered sugar?
No. Oh dear God!
Okay, yep, everybody, there's a miracle! A miracle just happened there. Can anybody tell me the miracle?
You mean aside from Rainbow Dash actually selling a trophy?
Especially that.
Well, to be fair,
There was no Pinkie Pie!
I know, it was like, it threw me off, man.
And behold,
We got the pink one here.
Behold, Russian American Boy. Which also reminds me, I should probably put the subtitles on.
Nah.
Oh.
Of course they would have to have it.
Man, tattoos later out just got weird.
I feel like this is putting an unfair stigma on us American boys.
You heard? Prepare to be disappointed.
Take me in your Mercedes and your riches. What riches?
Beautiful.
I love the fact that this is totally Russian, but they're having the American flag fly.
Well, they are singing about an American boy.
I just don't like
is that
the
the actual-
standing
oh, God.
ponies
That's it.
there,
I think-
the way the movements are.
Oh god, it's the actual Russian group.
Yep.
Oh boy.
It's the Russians.
Yep.
And now I just have
Them
to
Russians are
teleport back.
silly.
Oh, this.
Friendship is randomly musical number 4.
I love this. Try that rules.
Well, everybody else is doing a cover of Africa.
Might as well.
Why aren't you in class teaching? Because my students are gone. My students are gone. My students are gone.
Oh, crab rave.
No, enough with the crabs.
Yes, the crabs. Unlock.
What's happened? Are you all right? I've lost my diamond. I've lost my
Yeah.
Bossy. All Minecrafters suffer.
tell you, darling. My little pony, my little
Okay.
What is he town? Okay.
Ah. A lazy town connection. I see that coming.
Did you just make all that up, or did that actually happen?
This whole tween.
Yes, the blur panel.
Yep, the tween.
Oh, you're just a frown factory because you got a weird rock. Because you got a weird rock.
Yeah.
What a weird.
Because Pinky, I.
Rock you.
Bum 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 ba da ba da bum 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 ba da ba da ba da.
But learning to do all those fun tricks with you, it made me realize this is something I want for myself. I want something for myself.
Hey, a Coldplay song.
It's sort of thrilling to reveal your deepest, darkest secrets. Thrilling.
If you need a moment, that's all right. It is your coronation. It is your coronation.
I know this is hot chili.
Californication.
Yeah.
Yep. God damn it, Trey Dasty, why are you so good?
And now everything wrong with Pinkie Pie knows in 5 minutes or less.
566, 567.
There's less than a mere 100 cupcakes here, and that's being generous.
Would you mind watching the counter?
Mrs. Cake just came through the front door. Was No Pony watching the counter while she was gone, or was Pinkie already watching it? Also, we hear her come through the front door and shut it behind her, but the door is clearly not moving. It's also open in the next shot. All of the stress in this episode could have been avoided had Mrs. Cake been more careful with keeping the secret herself. Luna's got her work cut out for her, thanks to this nightmarish visual. Followed by this look later on when Twilight talks about the royal couple, could have been all it took for the secret to leak, if Rarity were smart enough to figure it out. Castle isn't even worth an establishing shot.
They're mint in bag.
Spike doing something needlessly horrible. Why must that be a recurring theme?
Shining Armor used to carry him around like his baby. It is a bit juvenile for castle decor.
Rarity quickly changes the subject because she is smart enough to figure it out, and she's respectfully helping to keep the secret. Headcanon accepted.
When she surprises her, she's incredibly excited. She has to tell the pony who's standing next to her what it is, or she might explode.
And to think they don't immediately pick up on the fact Pinkie's keeping a secret, even though they remark numerous times about her stranger than usual behavior.
The pony who ruins a surprise has to live with that guilt forever.
Rarity's tone seemingly comes out of nowhere, unless headcanon confirmed.
Also,
There's no possible way this statement would be a normal dialogue. This isn't the first time we've seen Gummy in food. Either Ponyville has no health inspector, or perhaps Gummy is the health inspector and he takes his job very seriously.
Thanks again.
I got a cannon.
That saying makes more sense when you realize he has cakes on his rump.
Maybe it'll be a quiet day and I can just avoid every pony.
The most extroverted pony in the show gets a taste of introversion. This stallion has no eyelid. Sweetie Belle's cutie mark is gone for a moment before popping back into existence.
Got it! Pinky promise!
The only thing worse than someone who breaks promises is some pony who makes promises on a whim.
Baby carrots. They're Shining Armor's favorite.
Shame he only has giant-sized carrots later at the party then. Except for when they're not, which is often the case in Equestria. Excuse me, what is this? You won't even find this level of randomness in the YouTube poop.
YouTube poop. YouTube is poop.
Pinkie was the most exciting thing to happen during the daily sit in silence at the picnic tables meeting. I could sit the fact this mare never seems to notice Pinkie Pie staring at her through the window. But better yet, why is she still magically holding her cup all this time?
This is my cup.
I'm starving too.
If Pinkie is actually this oblivious, then it's very likely Gummy is neglected, because she seems more than willing to let him eat paper for lunch.
A baby pony, please.
When was the last time someone asked for a baby human balloon?
A baby pony, please. Unless, of course, that would be a royal pain.
The episode doesn't explain it well, but this seemingly out-of-place line makes sense considering he later helps with the scavenger hunt. Much like the mayor, he must be in on the secret. It's a miracle the news didn't reach Twilight considering how many ponies know. The real sin is that Pinkie thought she had to keep this to herself when there are plenty of ponies to share in the burden. If Mrs. Cake leaked it to Pinkie Pie, the royal couple were already informing others, and the focus seems to be on surprising Twilight since we don't even see the reaction of others, why not bring the other friends in on the secret? These papers leap into the air on their own. Even now, after Pinkie's meltdown and hearing of the delay, Twilight doesn't think that maybe the baby-related secret has to do with Shining Armor and Cadence.
You seem like you've been keeping something in. We're not going to judge you, darling.
Thanks for shattering that headcanon and proving you're not all that smart, Rarity. Which comes out of nowhere and serves little purpose besides fueling nightmares randomly. Cadence's horn appears to move on its own.
Take a look on the back of the birth certificate of Applejack.
That's not even close to being a clue or a riddle. Maybe the prize at the end is a timeshare opportunity for only the smartest of ponies.
Birth certificate of Applejack.
I don't like where this is going.
This is
This is private information.
And anyone else whose documents they happen to go through. Sure, public record and all, but the royal couple clearly didn't ask AJ if this would be okay beforehand. Applejack is once and for all proven not to be a background pony, because only main characters don't have creepy soul-eating eyes as foals. But I guess we're retconning that? Pinkie made a big deal out of being a surprise ruiner, but has no qualms about being a scavenger hunt ruiner.
Did you like the scavenger hunt?
What scavenger hunt? We waited for you at the statue, but since you never showed up, we just happened to come here. The secret was kept, but only because Pinky was interrupted while spreading it.
What's all this about a baby? You mean I'm gonna be an ant?
Alright, so here's the top 25 Pony songs of 2019. Now, obviously, they're not going to be played in entirety, so if anything sounds cool, check out the video and take a look at it.
Yes, you only get snippets.
Pretty much. But they're all pretty cool songs and worth a listen. We don't have to listen to Discord for the 500th time in a row.
I'm so happy that Mystery Brony is back.
Oh, this is one of the better songs ever made.
Yeah, he gone through and redone a lot of his songs.
I'm getting a bit of a country vibe from this, but that's just me.
Here we go.
I think you're onto something.
So come on, fizzle pop, please don't loaf around like a soggy sop. Tonight I'm gonna end till you say stop. So fizzle pop, till you drop.
It's always good to support the heroes and wolves.
Also, Chrysalis getting her own Sonic game.
Oh, L Train, yes.
I got that in
With the winds from the east that will sail me, I'm pushing on.
Oh, it's always nice to hear Black Griffin.
And my soul, like the gale, will not fail with the breaking dawn.
Imagine what things might be like in alternate realities. I'm Princess Rainbow Dash, and I'm the loser princess. Catch my brain is
Gotta see it. Ooh, I can tell this is a sad song.
No, not really. It's more of a dramatic one.
Cold High.
For a second, I thought we were going to go Devo inspired there.
No! Target, you lied to us!
Hey, they're not all Discord.
Watch there be like 3 more.
Oh, first ring. Yep.
You know, Force is in the
Yeah, it's on. Yep.
mostly on the Winchester shows, though.
I wonder if anything from Violet Pony will be on here. I really like their stuff.
Also, go Kodak.
Who is this? That's whatever.
Yeah, if I have a pretty Brony.
That's some very Beatles influence right there, actually.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's Replacer. They kind of do that. They do a lot of kind of Beatles inspired.
Well, remember, we did have the Beetle Brony example of it.
Violet Pony featured. There were.
Evergreen and Odyssey. That is a dream combination from the past.
One would believe in simple means, some would believe it possible. Others feel it won't be sinful and believe in miracles. Some give a diamond
Yeah, the
for
chants are pretty awesome by Evergreen.
I guess it just depends. Who knows when the sun.
I guess the funny
Oh,
thing
this
is,
one-
I really like
This one was
techno
addicting
beat.
as hell.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, we still
So
have.
thank you for the friends we made. Thank you for the songs we played. Thank you for everything you've done.
Yep, that was it, everybody. So here's a bunch of comic dubs.
I think the crown of magic brings me luck. Oh, I have something like that too. Really? What is it? This. Oh, Pinky.
A knife.
So random. Does your mom know you're high? I do.
Oh!
You did it again! Where's our pounded aluminum supply? What am I gonna fill my pipe with now?
Mom, why do you have hands?
You never steal from your parents' stash, kids.
Just fix it.
Yeah.
If I stop smoking crack. If I stop smoking
Smoking
pop,
pop.
then everything might be alright.
What am I doing?
Oh yes, oh dear Aaron Hansen. There we are.
Yeah, remember when a lot of bronies did a cover of that.
Between the sun and the moon.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm just not feeling up to it tonight.
It's okay, dear. I understand. I'm not exactly in the mood right now either. We can try again later, or...
Problems in the bedroom. Not while we're around. Prepare thy bodies for our erotic assistance.
Hey!
Honey, what am I supposed to do? The god's offering me to have sex.
Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd be looking at her going, like, the rulers of the kingdom, and by all intents and purposes, are gods, are offering to have sex with us.
Well, they're offering to provide erotic assistance.
I would go with, honey, you get to choose, but beware they do kind of control our universe. By the way, that is not the first time they had to break into that building anyways.
Well, so, Koalos, tell me, what is the purpose of your visit to the Crystal Empire?
Revenge. I need vacation.
Security!
I don't think security's gonna hold him back.
I don't think he's
Oh yes, I was trying to remember the guy's name.
Crystal Empire.
Alien Alienov.
It never did.
I'm Brass Polish, and I'm a workaholic.
Hi, Brass. I don't
don't know this person.
It's been about a week since my last unnecessary slog. Me and my steam engine, October, worked the express from Steeds to Griffinstone Halt. And I'm always showing up early and leaving late and skipping holidays, no matter what my boss says. And one day, he lost patience with how much overtime I was putting in and said, "Rast, go to the beach." And I did. And I returned an hour later with several buckets of sand for October's sanding gear.
Dude.
I had no idea he meant for me to take time off and relax.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Some idiot listened to the sand dryer and poking around the carbide locker with a lit match. Blew his feathers off, man.
It's not like I arrive to work almost half hour early every day and leave about a half hour late every day.
Let's see. I mostly... It wasn't for the fact I finished everything that I have to get done before noon at times. I would stay longer just on that principle.
Or, edit audio directly after you get home from work. And then join you guys for a podcast on Mondays.
Hey!
Yeah, by the way, I've actually been in that situation where my boss literally told me I had to work less.
So, my boss would like to say that, but we are short-staffed this week, so it kind of sucks for everyone.
Well,
and most of the time, I'm the only person that does my job.
Circuit, how high do I have to be to watch this video?
Yes!
About my level of highness,
Also-
I see what's going down.
I don't have my LSD with me. Hang on.
Totally, you're not the right level of high.
Also, here's the other thing about that. When I was told to work less, I was technically part time at where I was working at the time, and I was working like almost full time shifts.
Oh man. Were you getting paid for the extra hours? Okay, then that's...
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't making overtime pay, but I was still making... I was just basically... I only worked on weekends, but I was literally working sometimes from like 8 in the morning to like 6 or 7 at night. And honestly, it was just because I just found myself doing stuff.
Yeah, it's all right for me because I get paid overtime, which I already work 9 hours a day on top of what the extra I do is, so I get 10 hours of overtime plus whatever extra I get from working a little bit later, coming in early.
Yeah, whenever I had to work 12 hours on Sundays, I was just kept going and oh boy, that was not fun. Right side, I got 2 hour break. Sorry, I got an hour break out of it.
I'm glad I'm not working landscaping anymore. It sucks working 12 plus hours almost every day, then getting called in on the weekends.
Yeah, that would stink. But I'm working 4 days a week now, so it's not bad on my end.
Looks like they're selling the little Pokeball Plus for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu for $20.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
It isn't. It's a decent price.
Also, I can follow this and understand it. Am I either high or is it getting to my level of insanity?
Actually, I call complete bull that you understand it.
Yeah.
You're not here now, dear.
You're not on enough
Daybreaker,
drugs.
or as I like to call her,
truly making sense.
Alright, and here's a quick analyst video of why Celestia turned evil. And our last video of the evening. Before the closeout, of course.
But for not being real, she makes an excellent point. If Luna can turn into Nightmare Moon, you can absolutely turn into me. I never considered this potential for Celestia may have been there the whole time. It just hadn't triggered like Luna's. Though it could have under different circumstances. Just like how small changes in the timeline led to vastly different futures, one tiny detail would have flipped the script on the familiar first story this show ever told. And I think I know what that detail is.
You raised a good point, though.
So if we want to understand why Celestia would go rogue, we have to fully understand why Luna did. We all know the story. The ponies enjoyed Celestia's day, but slept
The
through
fandom has already taken care of this. There's plenty of stories.
Pretty straightforward. But the more I think about it, the more something bothers me. The story is told as if the dream world, the ability to walk in dreams, doesn't exist. Yes, ponies sleep through the night, but that's the whole point. They live on in the dream world. Luna can still interact with them and feel their appreciation. If she wants ponies to enjoy the physical night, moon and stars, all she has to do is appear to them. Notice Luna brings the night with her wherever she goes, always appearing out of the moon. So just like how ponies played and basked in Celestia's sun, they can still dance in beautiful moonlit visions of Luna's night. When you consider this, Nightmare Moon's motivation begins to fade away. Did the story get it wrong? No, I did, because I assumed Luna was walking in dreams back then. What if she only started after she turned back from Nightmare Moon? Think about it. Say Luna's only job was to raise the moon and rule the night, no dreams. Well, ruling over the waking world by night makes just as much sense as ruling the dream world by day. It's pointless. She raises the moon, waits for something to happen. Anything. Nothing. She lowers the moon. Wash, rinse, repeat. Meanwhile, Celestia's work is constantly and publicly acknowledged, appreciated, and enjoyed. So of course Luna became jealous. And even 1,000 years later, after Luna repented, the initial problem was still there. That's when I think she started to explore other options. One season later, we see her trying to find her footing, where she fits in the world. Ultimately, she doesn't find it in the public sphere where Celestia found hers. Her big moment of gratification comes from a one-on-one interaction. Another season later, and what do you know? We get our first confirmed instance of dreamwalking. Instead of scaring ponies, she's comforting the scared. Her purpose is fully realized. Dreamwalking seems to fill all the holes that led her to become Nightmare Moon, which is why I don't think she walked in dreams before modern times. But how would things have been different if she had? Say a time
Marvel Studios, what if?
were rising and told Luna the solution
There's always been a what if.
That is the one variable I think
That's,
would have
that's what the alternate universes are for.
not only in preventing Nightmare Moon, but in causing Daybreaker. Let me explain. The Season 7 episode A Royal Problem gives us the clearest look we've gotten into Celestia's life. We see that her job is largely performative. She has to keep up an appearance. There's lots of smiling, photo shoots, forced laughter with snobbish dignitaries, business, and also a fair share of business. Not many ponies seem to really relate to Celestia. It's as if she's on a different level, which, to be fair, she kinda is. But look at Luna. Her interactions mean something. They're personal, sincere, intimate. Celestia keeps the land in order, but who do the ponies go to for comfort? Not her. Celestia has always had physical appreciation, but Luna gets all of the emotional appreciation. Daybreaker's motivation is becoming clear. Just like with Nightmare Moon, she's jealous.
Unfortunately, I just saw the time, so we're going to cut it here.
Couldn't survive 2 more minutes.
Hey, if anything, it means that it's something that you can check out with. Finish it up. Check the show notes, everybody. These videos are there for you to check out and to give them their own likes, subscribes, and comments and everything, because the creators need to know that you love their stuff. We show it to you to let you know they exist. The rest is for you to let them know you know they exist. So you know that they know that you know that you know that they know. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Where are like 3 midgets stacked upon each other?
What are you doing in this movie?
In any case, it's time to wrap it up. Ooh, there's our closeout music. Ooh, such wonderful, sweet closeout to music. And let's get our final shout-outs in. Let's start off with the Crazy Magic Capitan.
Fire. Act, that thing's loud.
You motherfucker, you brought this back.
Yeah, you know I did.
LOE, Roan, Venison Jerky. You all know my shtick.
Now on to...
They have to bring this back. It's great.
Yeah, we gotta bring it back once in a while. Now, on to Death Knight Productions.
Oh, just good morning, night, wherever you happen to be, and see ya.
And Textalion. And Tokoi.
Thanks for coming out. Thank you to CNC and Crazy Mac Captain, along with the Restream bot for being on mods. Thank you to Dodge Spray, friend Stormcloud, Atem, Carrion Brony, Commander Root, Electronic Longboard, Sid Soundflare, 311, Textalion, me, VNK, and Psycho Prodigal. See you in the after party.
Alright, and Suki of the Taco Ascended.
I was free from it, you asshole. I was free from it. Nobody telling me to play it every goddamn Saturday anymore. But anyway, So yeah, my Twitch stream has been a lot of Division lately. I'm trying to come up with other things to play, but everything else to play right now is all really long games. Damn it! Oh well, we'll see. We'll see if that fixes once like Doom comes out. So anyway, yeah, stream tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna stream Thursday afternoon. If I don't just decide to fall asleep after taking an early day off from early half day from work, things like that. Friday will be another stream, of course, and then all the normal stuff. So see you guys there.
All right, and with that, I'd like to thank Commander Something and Crazy Matt Captain for keeping an eye on the chat. Then thank you to Claudia Conquest, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, DM12, Fantastic Fred, Glass4, Techman, Tech Stallion, and Vaguely Creepy for hanging out in the IRC chat. Along with that, I do want to remind everybody that Wednesday is Winchester Wednesday with his crew of insane people, whether they're reading a fanfiction, playing a game, listening to music, or other such shenanigans. Winchester will bring his crew to do it all, and it's always so much fun. And Friday, we have our RPG sessions that are slowly trying to wrap up the current session going on. Keep an eye out on our Discord. If they happen to go up, the announcement will go up. Otherwise, Saturday has Gaming Meltdown with Creature. What fabulous game we'll be playing next, you'll have to tune in and see. Sunday has Circuit's Gaming Room, and we are going to be jumping into Halo Combat Evolved as it's finally come out, and which means it's time for us to get our gunning on. And, of course, we will be back next week. Tune in an hour early for next week for the Equestrian Flag Stop, a.k.a. the Jackbox Fun and Games. For the show next week, we got a little bit of a surprise coming up. However, I can already reveal to you we're going to be giving away a copy of Them's Fightin' Herds. As they have announced that at the beginning of next month, the story mode is finally going to be unleashed. Yep, so it's a good chance to get your hands on a copy of the game if you haven't yet. And, yep, you'll have to tune in and see what we have planned to give it away. And also, be sure to stay tuned for the Coffee House After Party with yours truly here, Circuit Main, and random interesting bits of pieces of videos on the internet, because that's exactly what the internet is for, random bits and pieces of video.
And a last minute shout out to the archivers, because I forgot to bring up Yay Archivers.
Yep. Also, big last minute shout out to our wonderful archivers out there that watch us on YouTube. And also a big shout out to everybody out there that watches us on streaming, whether they're participating in chat or not. Just the fact that you spend the time to check us out on Twitch, on YouTube, on Vaughn, however you catch us, it does mean a lot to me that you want to spend the time listening to us go on our insane tirades every week. And with that, let's go ahead and play the song that launched 1,000 Suki rants. And, of course, a Weird Al favorite. And otherwise, I hope you have a good night, everybody.
You sure can see the future?
Circuit Main is the 6th Brony I've ever seen. I will always be
I
his
did the
toy
links.
fool.